banning the burqa and the niqab. Okay, everybody, let's get real and put an end and ban these Islamic bin bags before our streets turn into Sharia-themed haunted house of third and darkness. Western countries celebrate liberty, yet those Muslim lunatics prance in a boogeyman Halloween fart costumes bleating about holy privileges. It is time to nuke this insanity with a fire so savage it would char their pious pretensions to dust. But first, welcome to the 𝗙𝗳𝗲𝗶𝗪 show, where we fight madness with evidence, sanity, and humor. So let's get into it and destroy these garbage bin bags once and for all.
I was struggling to eat in a veil at the beach and this happened.
Usually it's a struggle for me to eat outside anywhere, and sometimes I can always just pull up my veil like this, eat through here. But I actually found a better solution. We actually have a tent. There is a window, so I can just put it down when I'm eating, have my bagel, turn around, and lift my veil and eat this way.
First things first, I'm sure that Muslim women and their brain-dead Western Islamic sympathizers are going to shriek and say,
"This is against feminism. It's a woman's choice to wear whatever she wants."
Oh please, spare me the diarrhea. Don't talk as if the burqa and the niqab are empowerment couture. No, it is not. Feminism in Islam is a pathetic sham. It dehumanizes, insults, discriminates, and subjugates women with ruthless precision. Besides, studies show most Muslim women wear burqas under pressure, not by choice. So don't sell me this freedom nonsense. Even those Muslims who swear that they choose wearing the burqa and the niqab, they are brainwashed puppets programmed by indoctrination, or they have been scarred by toxic experiences. They are fed the lie that hiding in a bin bag is better than living free. The sources of the studies are in the description of this recording. Meanwhile, personal choice in Islam is like picking your poison in a Sharia buffet. Personal freedom is a myth in Islam. You cannot be what you want to be. You cannot even be your authentic self in Islam. You can only do and be what the Quran and Muhammad tells you. Otherwise, you are stuck in an Islamic inferno, fucking demon goats in the ass that have lava in it. But if this isn't enough to shut their halitosis mouth up, let's look at their hypocrisy and double standards. Muslims, they champion women's personal choice for their burqa and niqab in Western countries. However, back in their Islamic countries, they are adamant about banning bikini or any clothes that are revealing. And they ostracize and they shame any women who fight for liberty, and they call them sluts and whores. However, Muslims will still continue screeching like petulant toddlers and say, "You are all hypocrites. Your Western countries, they always talk about freedom and you are free to do and be whatever you want. But now you're trying to ban our women from wearing the burqa and the niqab? That doesn't make sense. You are all hypocrites." It is so stupid of them to think that they would outsmart us with their oh so ironclad logic. But it is complete nonsense. Here is why. We do not allow fully naked women in public for the same reason we should not allow fully covered women. Society needs order, upholding norms, ensuring accountability, and preventing disruptions. Freedom stops when you're making everyone twitch by trampling Western values and way of life with your bin bags disguise. So If they are going to object about banning the burqa, in this case, they should not complain when Western women walk down the streets completely naked in front of their husbands and children. Otherwise, they are the hypocrite ones. It is also very important to remember that Muslims are the minority in Western countries. Their existence, even if they have citizenship, even if they have lived here over 100 years, their existence is a privilege. It is not a right. So they have got no claim to demand we change our Western values and beliefs just in order for them to fit in and feel accommodated. They need to integrate into our Western societies, not us bending to their Sharia toilet clog. Coming to our Western countries means becoming Westerner. And if they cannot handle it, they can go back to whatever Islamic sewage they crawled out from. Integration means embracing Western values and way of life. They don't have to eat bacon, they don't have to drink alcohol or wear skirts above the knees, but they cannot shove their burqa nonsense down our throats. That acts as a barrier to social bonds. Western values demand openness, seeing each other's faces in public, but burqas, they hinder mutual visibility and interaction, which is very essential for societal cohesion. And if you don't believe me, look at Denmark. Denmark's 2018 burqa ban proved that Muslim women public participation increased. They are walking down the streets, they are not hiding in shadows. The ban sparked inclusion, not their whiny alienation tale. Now I'm sure that the Muslim sub squad are wavering their Quran like it's a victim card in a rigged game, are going to say, "This is against freedom of religion. Huh? How dare you? You are all Nazis, fascists, racists." Wake up, people, wake up. There is no such thing as religious freedom in Islam. Their so-called peaceful Quran demands non-Muslim to convert or die or pay jizya, which is a kind of tax non-Muslim pay in order not to be killed for not converting to Islam. So basically, it is like mafia. Here is more proof about lack of religious freedom in Islam. When a Muslim man marries a Christian or a Jewish woman, the kids must be raised Muslims. The wife is silenced. She cannot share her religion, her culture, or her tradition with the children at all. Oh, and one more thing. Their Quran and their Prophet teachings brand all non-Muslims as subhuman trash. Non-Muslims are described in the Quran as pigs, monkeys, filthy, worst evil of all beings, retards, and much more dehumanizing insult. Yet, Muslims always cry wolf, howling, "Oh, the burqa ban is an oppression." Thus, the Islamic scam. Muslim gripping about burqa bans are hypocritical clowns. They cannot beg for religious freedom while their religion kicks non-Muslims in the teeth and denies them that freedom. Despite all this, I'm sure that those Muslims are going to remain constipated about it and say, "This is Islamophobia. Islamophobia, I tell you. You're trying to ban the burqa and the niqab because you hate Islam and Muslims. Yeah." Well, let me shove my creamy cock of truth down their throat and show them why it is not Islamophobia. Listen, the ban is not about Islam. As I mentioned earlier, it's about societal cohesion and integration. But the ban is also for all faces hiding clothes, masks, and gear like balaclavas, not just the burqas. So simmer down. It is about knowing who's who in security cameras on our streets, shops, and buildings. Yet Muslims will keep sniveling, saying, oh, burqas, they don't impose much threat to security. But that's not true, because even with millions of CCTV cameras, one hidden face can let a criminal or a terrorist through the cracks. Like the 2005 London bombers, and also like the masked thieves robbing shops during the pandemic in 2020. But here is the harsh truth about Islam and Muslims. Even if, in an imaginary scenario, 99.9% of Muslims were noble and pure, the relentless malice of the 0.1% would be enough to spark a cataclysm, an unstoppable cascade that would bring everything to blood, ash, and silence. And if this is not enough to ban the burqa and the niqab, I don't know what is. However, one more thing before we close the Islamophobia coffin shut. Let's humor the Muslims. Let's humor them and say, yes, we want to ban the burqa and the niqab because we are Islamophobic, because we hate Islam and Muslims. So what? Who cares? Islamophobia is justified and totally fair because, as we mentioned earlier, Islam is a hate-spewing sewer, shouting out phobic, discriminatory, disgusting garbage, calling non-Muslims pigs, monkeys, filthy, worst evil of all being, and much more. The Quran and the Prophet Muhammad's teaching, they incite hate and hatred and violence against all non-Muslims. So why should we respect a religion that shits all over all of us? Huh? I mean, that's just Muslims' hypocrisy and double standards reeking like a landfill. Respect is two-way street. If Muslims wanted in our Western countries, they better kiss our values first. Their loyalty must be to our Western countries, not to Allah. Otherwise, they are not and never will be part of what it means to be Westerner. They don't belong here. They have no place or right to be here. They don't deserve it. They are not worthy of our Western soil. So they need to shut their stinking gob before whining about the burqa ban again. So I say this with all the love for the UK and every Western country. Grow some balls, get your cocks hard, and ban the burqa and the niqab already. This isn't about hate. This is about keeping Western countries safe, proud, and free from walking zombies' bin bags.
Oh, somebody kill me, please. I want to die. Put a bullet in my head.
Now we have come to the end of this video. Listen, everybody. Yes, of course, we love views and followers and people sharing our content. Yada, yada, yada. But what we really care about is building a community with like-minded people who appreciate and care for this content. So join our mailing list. It is free. And we will only send you an email once every 2 weeks or even once every month if we need to ask your opinion or suggestions or ideas about certain content so that we can keep creating content that you care about and it relates and resonates with you. We are also on all social platforms. We even have a channel on WhatsApp and Telegram. All the links in the description of this recording. At last but not least, remember, I am not real. This all could be a simulation or a figment of your or someone else's imagination. All what you see or seeing could be nothing but a dream within a dream.